Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jay Cohn.
And I'm Jeanelle Slade. A river apart. Two sides fighting over the management of Bighorn Lake and Bighorn River come to the table today.
That conversation, a work in progress on a new plan for the Bighorn's future and a chance to appease both sides.
Q2's Dustin Kleeman spoke with those at today's meeting and joins us now with more on why both sides want a solution but are not entirely hopeful. Dustin.
Good evening, Jay and Jeanelle. One side benefits from how Bighorn Lake operates. The other finds its bread and butter downstream along the river. The push and pull comes down to management of the Yellowtail Dam and how the fluctuating water levels affects tourism and way of life. Friends of Bighorn Lake's mission is to build on the recreational, economic, and environmental opportunities of the lake. But its concern is the lack of flow it's allowed out of the Yellowtail Dam. The group's opposite, the Bighorn River Alliance, wants less water on its banks as it's thriving on fishing economy as well as many living along the river. The two sides have lost trust in recent months and both agree a path for reconciliation will be tough.
We feel like we have been harmed and we've not asked for further remedy. Just follow the originating documents. Just finish the development, that includes the road, and operate the dam so that the lake is full enough, not clear full, but full enough to launch a boat from Memorial Day to Labor Day.
Both sides are going to have to compromise a little bit on what they're willing to accept in certain water conditions, in terms of snowpack. When it's high snowpack years, that means that the lake elevations are going to be lower in the spring and you can't launch boats at the south end of the lake by Memorial Day. But on the other hand, when it's dry and you have dry period, and certainly those will come again, we know that we're going to suffer in the river, but with very low flows that will hurt the fishery. We've just got to, both sides have to be willing to compromise on some of those important issues depending on the water years. It's pretty much that simple.
Nothing can be simple. The Bureau of Reclamation and National Park Service is working on updating its operating criteria, which was created a decade ago. That effort is expected to be finished by the end of the year, but it's not entirely clear who will benefit the most from those new rules. Guys.
Thanks, Dustin.
Turning our attention now over to the weather scene. Warmer temperatures today, Bob, and for the rest of the week and the weekend. So now the concern, possible flooding.
Well, as you can tell, the snow here in the low levels already gone away. So the next question is, where is all the snow? As we go up, it's up in the higher elevations, and all that snow, as you'll notice here in the upper Yellowstone Valley, there's a lot of water locked up in the snow up there. It's 169% of normal. So the big question is, well, when all this stuff melts, where is it going to drain first? Well, the National Weather Service seems to think it'll drain into the Clarkson Fork of the Yellowstone, and that means right over there by Belfry and Edgar, we could see some flooding in that area. That's where the highest potential will be. Now, here's what they think is going to peak up. You'll see the flooding will start basically at Belfry, but on May 19th is going to start rising, and by the time the middle part of June gets here, we could be looking at minor to moderate flooding at the Clarkson Fork of the Yellowstone at Belfry. So it could be pretty bad there, but it looks like we still got a little time to wait. Late May, early to mid-June is when we'll probably see some flooding there. Back to Jay and Jeanelle.
All right, thank you, Bob.
The body found floating in the Yellowstone River over the weekend is now considered a homicide.
Yellowstone County Sheriff Mike Linder says the victim is 42-year-old Harriet Wilson of Billings. Although he says there were no obvious signs of foul play, the sheriff says detectives consider the death suspicious. Wilson's body was found Sunday afternoon near Two Moon Park.
No other details are being released at this time.
A woman who led police, sheriff, and highway patrol officers on an early morning chase from Laurel to Billings is in custody tonight facing several charges. Laurel residents in the 500 to 600 block of First Avenue first reported hearing gunshots around 8 this morning. Police located the suspect vehicle near East Main Street, but the female driver refused to stop and sped away first onto Old Highway 10, then west on Interstate 90. The driver eventually turned around and exited at Zoo Drive. At some point, spike strips were deployed that punctured one of the vehicle's tires. The chase ended at the gates to Zoo, Montana, where the suspect vehicle crashed into the gates. The female suspect tried to run away but was quickly apprehended. Officers were able to recover a pistol and drugs from the Chevy Trailblazer. 32-year-old Leona Holiday cited now for criminal endangerment, possession of dangerous drugs, and an expired registration. Tonight she's being held at the Yellowstone County Detention Facility.
Senator Jon Tester says lawmakers must determine the validity of allegations against President Trump's nominee to lead the Department of Veterans Affairs. Now, Tester is the top Democrat on the Senate Veterans Affairs Committee. He and Republican Chair Senator Johnny Isakson announced today they will postpone a nomination hearing for Rear Admiral Ronnie Jackson. They've asked the White House for documentation about Jackson's time working in the White House medical unit and as the president's personal physician. Now, national news outlets have reported claims that Jackson allowed a hostile work environment. Tester tells MTN if the accusations against Jackson are true, he sees them as disqualifying.
The Secretary of the VA position is a very, very important position for the veterans across this country, and we need to make sure whoever's in that position is fit to serve in that position. There have been claims made over the last week or so that are worth following up on to check and make sure if there's any truth to them.
President Trump defended Jackson during a news conference today. He said he had not heard the accusations against him, but he left it up to Jackson to decide whether to go on with the nomination process.
Montana Fair going all out this year, certain to entertain with its star-studded lineup, and just announced this morning, get ready for Grammy Award-winning Kelly Clarkson.
Q2's Zoe Zandora checked in at Metro Park today to find out what it takes to get a big name like Clarkson to Montana Fair. Zoe.
That's right, Jay and Jeanelle. Break away for a day and see Kelly Clarkson this August. The Grammy Award-winning singer will headline Saturday night at Montana Fair. This is Kelly's second time performing at the Montana Fair, the last time being 9 years ago. She came to fame in 2002 as the first winner of American Idol. Since, she has accomplished more than 100 Billboard singles. The Montana Fair crew literally starts working on the next year's act as soon as summer fair wraps up. Talking with over a dozen acts, trying to find the right people who fit the right slots for the right costs.
You know, we felt like it was going to be very important for us to have a superstar entertainer this year for Montana Fair. It makes all the difference for us in terms of our budgeting and in terms of how we present the fair to the general public. And by having a superstar like Kelly Clarkson really shows we upped our game, and the Yellowstone County Commissioners helped us up our game because they're the ones that write the checks. So it's really very exciting as well as very important to us from a nuts and bolts, dollars and cents standpoint that we're able to have a superstar like this come to the fair.
And tickets go on sale Friday, April 27th at 10 a.m. Jay and Jeanelle.
All right, thanks, Zoe.
Coming up on tonight's 5:30 News, new technology under development in Billings could save lives, including first responders. We'll take a look.
And coming up in sports tonight, Scott takes us inside the PBR for a thrilling look at Q2's Athletes of the Week.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Cohn and Jeanelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire and sports with Scott Green. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.